within a few days, he started to sexually assault a resident. In fact, Windsor police charged him with that. Do you know where we might find Cody D'Entremont, a.k.a. Desiree Anderson? He identifies as... Wow, big day at the track.
I don't agree with that at all. I think that there should be a certain place. I'm not prejudiced about what anybody wants to be.
No, I understand.
Whether he wants to be a he, a she, a cat.
Sir, we're just looking for Cody D'Entremont. He's a trans cat, evidently, and we were told he stays here at the downtown.
Can you do this somewhere that's not on the property here, please?
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Windsor, Ontario. And you know what, folks? We are in the dog days of summer, but we are on the prowl for a cat, namely a trans cat. Yes, you heard me correctly. A trans cat is walking the streets of downtown Windsor, hence the need for my safari suit. We are talking about an individual. His real name is Cody D'Entremont. And then he changed his name because he was suddenly identifying as a woman, Desiree Anderson. By the way, check out the picture of Cody D'Entremont / Desiree Anderson. Yeah, that looks pretty feminine to me, doesn't it? Here's the thing. He was admitted to this women's shelter several months ago. And shockers, what happened? Within a few days, he started to sexually assault a resident. In fact, Windsor police charged him with that. Now, we were here last month trying to track down Cody, but we ran into a really bizarre reception from some young female staffers who work at this shelter. Here, check it out. How does a biological male get into a female shelter, ma'am?
It was a transgender woman, so that's my only comment that I'm going to say about that.
Okay, but at the end of the day, that's a man, right?
Transgender woman.
Okay, but don't you see that there's an inherent danger?
That's my only comment. She's a transgender woman, so we take trans women here because they are women, so...
We just find it is egregious and outrageous that you're essentially letting the fox into the hen house, a biological male with women who, well, let's face it, this is a safe space for real women, and you don't have a problem with that.
Also, it's not that. We also do have male clients here as well, if they're a part of a family unit. But when it comes to transgender women, they are still women, and we take things very seriously when things happen to our clients, and we go from there. But we do support trans women still, regardless, in general. So I'm not going to comment on this anymore.
Okay.
Because I am uncomfortable that you guys are filming here.
Okay.
Regardless of you guys being on public property, respectfully, I think you guys just need to carry on.
Well,
Lady Lafrette's number if you have any more questions. Please don't film me. Thank you.
well, you're in a public place.
No, I'm actually at my workplace, but please don't film me.
Well,
Thank
there's no expectation of privacy in an open place like this,
We
ma'am.
are going to have to call the police.
Okay, for standing on a sidewalk?
Don't film me. Thank you.
Okay, but you approached us, you interrupted
I'm
us.
approaching you because you're filming my clients and our property.
No, we're not filming your clients. You're quite wrong about that. And what's your opinion of a biological man staying with biological females?
I'm just going to call the police.
Yeah, boy, dripping in wokeism. I wonder if those gals play rugby for the Fergus Highlanders. In any event, we know a few things to be true. One is that the women's shelter thankfully kicked Cody out of the shelter after he was charged with allegedly assaulting a female biological resident here. And we understand he is now at the Windsor Downtown Mission. That's where he tends to roam. So we're going to walk around Windsor. We're going to do a grid search for this cat. I'm sure he stands out like a sore thumb. By the way, I have brought along a package of Temptations, tempting trans tuna flavor, no less. Well, I made up the trans part, but I'm not making up the fact that we have a trans cat on the loose. So let's go into downtown Windsor. Let's go to the downtown Mission and, try to find out who's who in the zoo. Well, folks, here we are at the Windsor Downtown Mission. As you can see, it's closed for the evening, but we do know that there are people that go to the mission in the backyard. So we'll walk around because, well, let's face it, I am hell-bent on getting Cody the trans cat on camera, because without his input, this video might be a catastrophe. How you doing? Do you know where we might find Cody D'Entremont, aka Desiree Anderson? He identifies as... Wow, big day at the track. Okay, thank you anyways. Well, folks, as I mentioned, this is the backyard area. It's more like a compound, really, for residents or clients of the downtown mission of Windsor. We've seen some people down on their luck, but they basically look male or female. Then again, you really can't tell these days. Haven't seen anything that resembles a humanoid cat. And but we're here for the weekend. I'm going to continue to look. We're looking for somebody called Cody D'Entremont. He evidently identifies as a trans cat right now. Have you seen this?
He's not been here, no.
Oh, but you have seen him, ma'am?
A long time ago, like months ago.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in hibernation or something like that. Oh, I don't know. Do cats hibernate? It's so hard to tell these days.
I don't think they do. I think they just hang in windows.
What was this trans cat like? Is he a friendly cat? Is he a clawing?
He's very friendly, very quiet.
Okay.
Sticks to a certain group, yeah. But he's not around here, no.
Did you ever see him meow or purr?
No. No, I think that's like a fantasy character.
Oh, is that right? But what do you make of this? He was a man, and then he transitioned into a woman.
Female.
Okay.
To get into the welcoming center.
That's right.
Yeah, and then he got in there and then got caught. Then he was
Got
around.
caught allegedly sexually assaulting a client there.
Yeah, allegedly. But, well, you know what I mean? Like, if the client says that he did and she's sticking by it, then it's not allegedly. It is that he did do it. But no, he doesn't come around here.
Okay.
And the last time I seen him, he was a he.
Oh, he's gone back. So he's a he cat.
I believe it's just a he out in public. A cat
Okay.
in person, I guess. Like fantasy is like a role play thing, I guess.
I don't agree with that at all. I think that there should be a certain place. I'm not prejudiced about what anybody wants to be.
No, I understand.
Whether he wants to be a he, a she, a cat. But I don't care. But there is certain places for people. Me, I would actually say send that person to the hospital maybe.
They may be inside mentally because they feel like by birth they were woman, but they should be put in the population of that germ. Do you know what I mean? There's different germs. You should be in male population, female population, and there should be another one.
Oh.
Somewhere else.
Oh, sir, we're just looking for Cody D'Entremont. He's a trans cat, evidently, and we were told he stays here at the
Can
downtown.
you do this somewhere that's not on the property here, please?
Oh, are we on the property? I thought that was the property line there.
No, so this whole parking lot here?
Oh, this is all private
and that
property?
lot over there, yeah.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, all right. Well, if it's private property and you're asking us to... Are you security? Oh, could I see your security license, please?
I can go grab it, but
Sure. Okay then. I just want to make sure that you are who you say you are. We're not trying to cause any trouble, sir. We're just trying to find Cody D'Entremont, who identifies as a cat now. Have you seen this trans cat?
I'm going to ask you again to go before I have to call the police. But I'm
Well,
not gonna
fair enough. If you show me the security license, I will acquiesce to your demands. But, well, folks, as soon as I saw his legit security license, I acquiesced. I got off the property. He's following me for some reason, and he's making a phone call. Please don't let it be the Windsor Police Service. By the way, I did reach out to the Windsor Police Service because Cody D'Entremont was charged with sexual assault back in April of this year. I wanted to find an update in terms of where those charges are right now. And yet again, the Windsor Police Service Media Relations Department has not returned my correspondence. It's baffling. Why do you have a media relations department in the first place if they're not going to, relate to the media? Well, folks, Windsor's finest have arrived. Undercover, no less. They are in that black Ram pickup truck. I have a very good feeling those are police officers because you see this is a one-way street going that way and they drove up the wrong way. You know, one rule for thee, one rule for me, or maybe this was just such a serious crime being committed, practicing journalism on the public sidewalk that they had to bend a few rules in order to get here as fast as possible. We were hoping to get some milk because we understand there's a man that is identifying as a cat, and we wanted to get some milk for him.
We have like the white milk if you want. Like we have white milk.
Sure. Okay. We'll have a frosty, a vanilla frosty, and some white milk in case we see the trans cat. We've just been looking high and low all weekend long, folks. We just can't find a trans cat. You'd think maybe he'd be around here, or we have Pride Together, Speak Up for Inclusion. I mean, LGBT, trans, that's just so last year right now, because we're talking about transspeciesm, not transsexuality or transgenderism. If only we could find that cat. Have you seen him anywhere, sir?
No.
No?
No.
I'm not making this up. I wish I was. He wears a tail and some pointy cat ears and...
No, I have not.
No?
No.
Okay, then. And you're on this corner frequently, I guess, right?
Yeah, I gotta promote, sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Have a good day.
Have you seen a man cat anywhere?
No. No. We're not having none of that.
Okay. Oh, that sounds a little intolerant, sir. I mean, aren't we supposed to be embracing... we're beyond transgenderism. Now it's transspeciesm.
Well, if you gotta make a mess in a sandbox, you're not coming around me.
Are we at the point where we can change our species, folks?
Apparently.
I guess
You can be whatever you want now, right?
Apparently so. Now, folks, we have had a little fun with this trans cat story, but at the end of the day, we have to ask a serious question, don't we? Are we going to actually champion this person who is not only transgender, but trans species? Certainly the young ladies that worked at the women's shelter, they had no trouble with that. They saw this as an example of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Or are we going to do something really meaningful, which is to say, are we going to get this individual the psychiatric care that he so desperately needs? I think we should. It's to protect him, and for that matter, to protect society in general. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, we tried to tell the other side of the story here at Rebel News, but you know what? We need your help. Unlike the mainstream media, we don't get a nickel's worth of government funding. So if you can, go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.